I'll meet someone at an event and they're like, yo, how can I help you? Like, you just got to do it. You just got to. And I'm like, I got it. I've been doing magic for 15 years. Like, cool it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want to buy knives?
Cutco. Shout out to Cutco.
Dude.
Funding everyone's fucking party habits in college since fucking 2002.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope they're doing well.
What's up, Pandeez?
Welcome to another episode of the Pandeez Podcast.
Where we explore the flavors of being Filipino and American.
We're your hosts. I'm the Dre Magics.
I'm the fictitious professor.
And I'm EJ Villiaman, and we hope you're hungry.
Because there's plenty to go around. What's up, Pandeez? Welcome back to another episode of the Pandeez Podcast, the funniest podcast on the internet. We're your hosts. I'm the Dre Magics.
I'm the fictitious professor.
And I'm EJ Villiaman.
And today's topic, we are giving you a PSA.
Psa, dude.
Why'd you add the fucking...
Huh? A PSA, dude. Psa, dude.
Psa, dude.
But in the oh yeah voice.
Psa, dude.
Wow.
This episode is on toxic positivity.
Positivity.
Wow.
So like, I think after the birth of the internet,
Wow. At least 10 years
before the end of time,
Before a long time ago.
we start this resurgence of, I mean, especially on like my algorithm, right, where you get a lot of like entrepreneurs, which like just because I'm interested in that kind of shit, but that also like yields a generation of like entrepreneur bros.
Yeah.
Those guys.
No, I wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like you really
I have
think you're
three
the man on fire?
Yeah, it's like my day's halfway done when you're waking up. It's like, bro,
Yeah, I wake up
you go
at
to sleep.
noon.
Yeah, you go to sleep early.
Your
Bitch,
life
I
is
go to
also.
sleep at 6 a.m.
Right.
I'm already awake when you wake up.
Yeah. The clock doesn't know your schedule, asshole.
There's time zones. Duh.
But you get this mode of thinking, right, where it's like, gotta wake up, gotta grind. It's almost the
The Dolly Parton song. Working 9 to 5.
is a way to make a living.
Man, it's great.
Do, do, do.
I miss when that was everyone was making those videos for that song. It was a fun era.
I miss that era.
The Eras tour.
Wow.
What a mistake. Missing that era.
What's your favorite mistake? What's the biggest mistake?
My biggest mistake.
Beep steak.
Mistake. Interesting.
Yeah, but you
Toxic positivity.
toxic positivity is where it's like, whatever you do, just do it to like 110%. And I'm like, in fairness, I was thinking that way when I was 22.
Right.
Okay.
Where I was like, yeah, you just got to hustle and like hard work pays off, right?
Theoretically.
But I think that was a result of me growing up with parents that are immigrants. Where it's like, yeah, if you work hard, you'll get the things you want and live a life you want to live, right? But this version of positivity is almost like
It's very grifty,
It's
I
like
feel
a
like.
pipe dream.
it's confrontational, which I don't like.
How?
Where it's like, if you don't do it and you're not living your dream, you ain't shit.
Got it.
And I'm like, that's coming from a place of like privilege.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Right? Because like maybe you already had the opportunities of survival.
That you don't have to worry about it.
So what are your like experiences with that?
Toxic positivity.
Well, I'm awake before you guys get up, so.
Yeah, because you have a job.
It's true. You got an 8 to
You
8
have
to
a
4.
before job.
You should see my after job.
Your after job.
Yeah, it's interesting because like same as you, where it's like, you know, I'm also an entrepreneur within my own creative career,
Yeah.
and so it's like being sold or like being tried to like being a target audience for sort of like entrepreneurial influencers. So it's like they're entrepreneur. They have a business that helps other businesses, and it almost feels like very pyramid schemey.
No.
In
Their
a
business
certain way.
is to help the business.
Or they're like,
It's
like
called a B2B business. Right?
yeah, right. It's like they had their business that did well, and then they want to share that how they did well to other
sometimes
folks.
their business isn't even doing well.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it's
too.
such a front.
Or like it's just one thing that did well and now they're living off and thriving off of it.
Yeah, or it was like a rare instance of like, oh, they went viral.
You can say fluke.
Yeah.
I used to play the flute.
Wow.
You played the saxophone.
Like Lizzo?
I still play the saxophone. No, not like I said fluke.
Isn't that a
When
fish?
is she coming?
Huh? Nice.
Is it a fish? Makes me want to think now, yeah.
I think it's a fluke.
Poke fluke.
But yeah, it's interesting because it's like I've seen people like, hey, I made millions of dollars doing this thing. I'm gonna teach you how to do it, and then you can teach other people how to do it. And it's like, yo, this is MLM. It's a
Yeah.
pyramid scheme,
Yeah, for sure.
MLM?
multi-level marketing.
Ah. Isn't that a
the
good
chocolate with the peanuts and the candy.
thing? That's what I've been eating it the wrong thing the whole time.
MLM peanuts.
With the pretzels inside.
Yeah. The blue pack.
Yeah.
Male life matters.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like on the algorithms, there's always the like, if you're not doing what you love all the time, and it's like it's so disingenuous to me,
Yeah.
right? Where it's, I'll believe. Show me a bad day.
Yeah.
Show me a like, yo, I woke up and I feel like shit, and I'm so depressed because like I'm not getting the results I want, but I'm working twice as hard.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
show me that
Yeah.
version of it, because for me, I live that version.
So most of the time is that.
I
for
mean,
me.
fair enough to say, like, I'll find the pockets that I'm grateful about for sure, and I'm like, I'm pretty far from depressed. I'm not depressed at all, right? Even though whatever I'm doing isn't as successful as I'd like it to be, because you always have these like pipe dreams of
Sure.
what you see, what success means.
Right.
But I think changing the definition of what success is to you, right? Like, I get to wake up and do magic tricks and podcasts for a living,
Right.
and I'm chilling. I get to hang out with my friends on like a Tuesday night and just like talk shit in front of a camera, and
Yeah.
that's the hustle for me.
Right.
Right. I'm not going and I'm not like trying to convince millions of people to buy an online course. I mean, yet, but
We'll see. Fingers
by
crossed.
the way, after the episode, click on the
Yeah.
link. But it really is that version of, hey, whether it helps you or not, like putting that version of energy out there on the internet is like really shitty. I don't know. To me, it's shitty.
I
yeah.
think-
I know what you mean.
Go. What do you?
Go, EJ.
I think like, yeah, we're not the target audience. Oh, well, maybe we're the targeted audience, but we're not the target audience because it doesn't help us. But I feel like when we watch these, especially as like young people who are just getting into like the workforce or getting into the world, becoming actual adults and not like, I don't want to say half-ass adults, but like adult adjacent college students, seeing these videos and like interacting with these people is more of like character development for us.
Character what?
Character development for us,
Yeah.
right? It's almost like that like ex that is like totally toxic to you and stuff, but like it builds your character, right? It builds who you are as a person. It's like a contributor to your final stage, level 85.
Character development.
Character. Like yeah, it doesn't really help us. I know, directly, but it will indirectly be a part of our
Journey.
influence our personality and our journey.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Side quest experience points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well, also yeah.
but then also being an artist in real life, I come across people that are like this in real life, where they buy too much into those algorithmic trends.
Yeah.
Where I'll meet someone at an event and they're like, yo, how can I help you? Like, you just gotta do it. You just gotta, and I'm like, I got it. I've been doing magic for 15 years. Like, cool it. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Do you want to buy knives?
Cutco. Shout out to Cutco.
Dude.
Funding everyone's fucking party habits in college since fucking 2002.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope they're doing well. I was supposed to get a free
I
pizza
hope
cutter.
they're doing well.
No, the people who got into it,
Oh, I see.
not them.
Shout out to Usana. Cutco, Herbalife, what are the other ones?
Ginsu knives.
Ginsu knives. No, but I'll meet these people in real life, and I'll talk about them with like the team. It's like, oh, I met just because they're adjacent to like things we're doing, and it's like, yo, what do you think of this person? And they're like, what have they done? Like actually done that like allows you to be the way you are. You know what I mean? And I get it. Look, I like to keep all the projects I do. If it's not content based, I like to keep all the projects and like gigs I do pretty private.
Yeah.
I just don't want to broadcast fucking everything.
It's a lot of. It's like, what do we say? It's like a lot of motion, but there's not lots of movement, but not as much action.
Something like that. It's the tip of the iceberg, and then the thing.
Or we've described folks as like doing a lot, but then not a lot to show for it.
Yeah. Well, and it's like.
Oh, lots of movement, little payoff.
I guess, yeah. But it's like building foundation.
Right.
Like we're constantly making the foundation stronger, and it's like just because we're not at certain events, like our team isn't at like these events that get put on unless we have to be.
Right.
So it seems like we're not doing as much in their eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because their metric is
Seeing you at places.
But it's like what you don't realize, motherfuckers, is if we're not there that night, where are we? We're probably working.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Or
Hoi.
we're probably working, or we're probably
Sleeping.
chilling.
Sleeping.
Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's like work or chill. Like those are the modes, right?
We're doing
like,
something better in our own eyes.
But to me, chilling and like that's part of work.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when some of my other friends and I go to a networking event of sorts, we just end up kicking it with each other, just because like there's a certain like. I mean, in line with the toxic positive folks, the folks who are trying to like build their contacts and just like actually meet people at a networking event.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that is disingenuous, at least for like the way that I navigate and like build my network.
Right.
It's like if I meet you at a networking event, I'm not going to like bank on you following through or like actually reaching out to them. But if I meet you at a friend's kickback, I'm more likely to work with that person.
Yeah, that's really
or like, coming from a musician, if I play a gig with somebody, I'm more likely going to reach out to them because it's like we did a gig
they're
already.
proven already.
Yeah, or like a referral from somebody that I trust. I'm like, oh, I need a drummer. And then I hit up my friend who plays guitar. I was like, oh, this drummer's great. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry because I know that guitar player is great.
They're vetted.
And yeah, so it's like they're not going to refer somebody who's bad.
Right. And it's crazy because if you do have the reputation of being one of the people that have like, what have you fucking done, dude? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's hard to grow out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, in my eyes too, where it's like, he's doing all this stuff now, and I'm like, yeah, but like, you were posturing up so hard, and you figured out a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is like when I was starting, I saw that in someone else where like they would talk more than they did.
Okay.
And when they got the proper opportunity, they had no skill set. And I'm like, so you're like just fucked. And you talked yourself into it. And it's,
yeah. I try not to write checks that I can't cash. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your experiences with that?
Man, I've been trying to think of experiences like that. And
I mean, does that happen in like your job where a supervisor or somebody asks you for like to do something, a task, and you're not able to do it? Or like you take on too much just for the approval of like a superior or something?
You know, I'm like privileged enough and blessed enough to not put myself in situations like that or surround myself with people who have to feel like they have to act that way. I mean, we do have we do have certain people who kind of feel like they always have to prove something, and like that. Hey, I don't need to rely on anyone. I could take care of this on my own. You know, this is my project, all that stuff, and like people who are super prideful you know, and it's cool to be prideful and stuff, but like I've come from a background and from a team that doesn't hurt to ask for help, or doesn't hurt to like just try to be a whole team in general. So like, I mean, there's nothing really toxic about it. It's just more of like I mean, sure, if you want to go ahead and just try it and make things a lot longer and make things take so much more time, then go for it. But
That's healthy as fuck, though.
yeah. I mean, it's tough because like I haven't experienced anything super toxic and well, professionally wise in a while because of the
Just like
respect.
the position of where you're at now.
Yeah, because of the
Dude, that's a
respect
good place
that,
to be
like,
at. For
yeah,
sure.
like but I remember like coming in as like the young guy back then. Like I was always getting picked on. They were always calling me like kid or like, hey, Coachella's this weekend. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna get high? And like I go and I get high and you know, and I like feed into it.
What's up, young blood?
Yeah, but like, you know, it's like I think a part of why I kind of also grew like the facial hair is because in the workforce I didn't want to look like a kid. I wanted to be taken seriously, right? Like,
Really?
like there was there was like a little bit of that because like this young Asian kid who's like in a very like white dominant profession, like no one's gonna take me seriously. No one's gonna understand. No one's gonna you know, cut me some slack. So yeah, I tried to like, just like how when we grew up, I tried to like assimilate to or adapt.
That's interesting.
Adapt to show them that like, hey, I'm actually capable. And then like as time goes on, I become very my personality starts to show a lot more. Like I'm just talking like irregular now with like certain contractors and other people.
So is that like and I'm not using this term derogatorily, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
But it was like more of a conformist way of attacking the. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's,
You went with the flow rather than against it.
I
Like you tried to prove yourself in that system first.
correct. Yeah,
But you conformed to the like the narrative of like, okay, I'm not gonna look like a kid, so I grew my facial hair.
it was just one of the reasons. It wasn't the main
Yeah,
reason.
okay.
But yeah, like I definitely like wanted to, and it's just like how our parents kind of, our generation at least, it raised me at least when
For sure.
it was kind of like a means of survival is too strong of a word, right?
No,
but like
I get it.
Of
means of
survival,
getting by.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
it's.
least-
I think survival is still like a good
Okay.
term.
I think the version I used was the more combative.
Mm.
I mean, like even now, you know, I'd probably be the guy that you'd have to shut up in a space, right? Where
I see.
I've spent so much of my life trying to find my voice, and I'm not like, why would I quiet up now that I found it? Where
Oh yeah.
I'll shout in people's face if I need to, if I feel like it's necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it's like, listen, dog, I don't fuck with you, so like,
Go
fist
home.
bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of that. I'm like put me in a room and I'll listen to what everyone has to say to understand how everyone kind of acts and like brings whatever they bring to the table, and then create my own not persona but my own like
Opinions.
like opinions of these people, and understand who to fuck with and who not to fuck with, and like
Right.
who I can really show my true personality and who I have to be like certainly like kind of guarded, not guarded, but like
innocent until proven guilty type.
I'm an innocent until proven guilty
I'm
type
the
of
other
person.
way.
Yeah,
I'm the guilty
yeah,
until proven
yeah.
innocent.
And I think that's why
Dang.
like the team kind of works is like we
Yeah, because
know.
there's
And I'm just here.
no, I think you're also innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
To an extent, and like when we have our conversations, you'll say something, I'll be like, "Yo, fuck that guy," or like,
Oh
"Fuck
yeah,
her,"
yeah.
or, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't fuck with her because of this, and then you're this guy, you're like,
Yeah,
until I'm like, no, really,
Yeah.
dude, like I never like, we should never fuck with this person.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like serious.
Right.
But yeah, it's that version. Ooh. Hey, are you a duck?
goose.
Goose. It's that version of like, I've seen it growing up so much.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be the entrepreneur bro skin, or the like, the like fake Tita skin, or the like.
Those are weird Fortnite skins.
Huh?
Yeah.
Those are weird Fortnite
Yeah,
skins.
for sure. I bought a weird DLC pack.
I guess bootleg somehow.
Yeah, I had to pay half in pesos and half in push-ups. Or whether it's like the Tito, the like overly show-offy Tito,
Right.
right? Like I've seen all the versions of that toxic positivity, and it's as much as I do talk in most rooms, I am like quite silent. But I'd rather let you talk yourself into a corner than like me direct you or narrate your shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that version, and I was thinking about it on the car ride here. I think what I don't like about toxic positivity is that there's no care.
You
Does-
just
does
say
that-
what you
does that
say
make sense?
and like not care what happens to the people who get that information.
Yeah, it's like it's
The
not.
person
It's
you're talking directly to even.
yeah, it's not nuanced to who's receiving it.
Right.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
I mean, when we were talking about you coming on the podcast, what, like fucking 3 years ago?
Yeah.
We were always like, yeah, do it. But it was more like, bro, if you need a creative outlet,
Yeah.
like this is us like trying to help a friend rather than
Yeah.
like, oh, you should just do it because you want to.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
see what you're saying.
And
Yeah, that
it's-
type of.
Like that version of positivity, I don't think is toxic because I think there is like the fucking natural love for humankind
Yeah.
there. And I think that's what I resonate with, where even some entrepreneurs on the internet, they'll tell you, hey, this is not an easy road, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to all y'all. I'm not going to name you out because you know who you are. And if you think you are and you're not, then that's your fucking bad.
Sip your somebody.
Yeah, I see.
There's somebody who.
Take that orgasm to your room.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, those are my fucking thoughts on it. It's just like shitty that I had to learn a new term in this lifetime that caters to what we're actually experiencing.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy. It's called toxic positivity.
Right.
But like it just when you explain it like that, it makes total sense. Like people
Right.
don't know that this exists and like
No.
there's actually a label for it.
Right.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
Holy crap.
Money grows in plants.
Money grows on trees. Money grows
You
on
can
plants.
jump and unjump. But yeah, I mean, you have any other thoughts to add? Or?
No, I mean I feel like that's. So yeah, all my thoughts on the topic.
Sorry, I should have.
No. I mean it's like
give me more room to
no, it's fine.
cook.
Whoa, give me leave him room to cook.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean, because it's like, I feel like it's toxic positivity is very specific.
Mm-hmm.
So unless we want to cite also specific examples,
Yeah.
I feel like we touched
With
on
names?
the bases. Yeah.
Yo, if you want real names, go to our Patreon. I'll shoot out names for $3 a piece.
Cheap ass.
Dig.
I mean, that's pretty good deal.
sell
guys.
sell our
That's-
contacts out.
I don't even like them. Fuck them.
Right.
Eat a dick, you.
Yeah.
Don't clip that. don't clip that.
We're allies.
Oh yeah.
Stop. It stopped. Yo, that's been another episode of the Find the Soul podcast. Hope you liked our thing on toxic positivity.
Toxic topic.
That's the stuff you make a table with. Toxic positivity.
Huh?
All right.
I'll give that a 3
EJ
out-
made a bad one earlier.
I give that a 3 out of 10.
Just because it wasn't on camera. You son of a bitch.
I'll give that a 3 out of 10.
3 out of
Thanks,
10.
man.
This is a stretch.
EJ, cut that out.
EJ,
No.
keep it in.
I know.
No, I
Okay,
won't.
okay, fine. Yo, but
Yeah,
we
you're
hope-
talking about, I want to see the bad days. I want to see the lows. Here we are.
Yeah.
It's an example of a bad joke.
They all don't win. Okay,
Right.
Some of the days you feel like shit, but also those days, I'm getting more present in those days. I mean,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
we're gonna end, but
It's character development days.
yeah, but not even thinking of it that way. Where it's like,
Yeah, they're-
I'll be in those days and I'm like, yo, this is like, I gotta love the shit too.
Yeah.
You know, like
Without that,
Part of it.
this won't feel any good.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like without this, Yeah.
It's all out of frame.
Where's his hand?
Without this, it's just
Where's his hand going? Slam dunk. That's been our episode on toxic positivity. Leave your thoughts in the comments and do us a favor. Hit up our YouTube, subscribe, and do all the internet things. Leave a comment. I said that already. We've been your hosts. I'm the Dre Magic.
I'm Fictitious Professor.
And I'm EJ Villiaman.
And until next time,
don't forget your baon. And as always, don't forget your baon.
Sorry.
It's okay.
EJ
And as
cut-
always, don't forget your baon.
Peace.
Kumusta Ka Na Pandeez. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Panda Soul Podcast.
And check out previous episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, check out all our social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Panda Soul Podcast.
Thanks for laughing and hope to see you in the next episode because there's enough pandesal to go around.
And don't forget your baon.